Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to film a video that is much requested. A lot of people always ask me, certain cost of living in Amsterdam. So in this video I'm going to keep it short and sweet, and I know I always say that, but I'm really going to try to get to the point of everything, to tell you guys what you can expect for paying for your rent, for food prices, for basically just your costs that you will have on a daily basis and on a monthly basis, and then more or less create like a budget of what you would need to pay while living here in Amsterdam. And yeah, I will just jump into the video, so I hope you enjoy it, and then yeah, let's start. So this is literally just based off my head. This is real talk. I didn't actually exercise or did any research or anything. Like, I'm gonna talk about my life, and that's that. I literally just put on the camera, didn't even get ready. This is just me getting into it, so no preparation going in. This is just real things, yeah, on a monthly basis. So obviously the biggest part of it all is your monthly rent. So for that, if we want to talk about numbers, it also depends on whether you are coming as a single person, so just you and yourself, or will you be coming as a couple or a person that you would share it with, because sharing an apartment in Amsterdam is definitely cheaper. So if you are coming alone like I am, or like I did, and I would say that you would at least, and you want to live by yourself, so you don't want to share with someone, you just want to live by yourself, and you want like a decent area, close to everything, I would definitely budget between €1,000 and 1,000. I mean, it can go up to whatever, but between 1,000 and 1,400 euros for a single person, just the rent, nothing water, electricity, gas, none of that. So between 1,000 euros and 1,400 euros. If you're a single person, you want to live in a decent place, in a decent area. Obviously you will get cheaper places, and if you get further from like the city center or outside of the 18 highway around Amsterdam, then you will get cheaper places by yourself, probably 800 euros or something. I'm not 100% sure, but I know it's definitely cheaper. And then if you want to share with someone, and it would be with a stranger or not, it's not like your partner, it's like just with a stranger in Amsterdam, you can probably also come away between, I would say, 800 euro and 1,200 euros. If you share with someone, I would say, yeah. And it also depends on how expensive you go, because I'm just saying that's like a complete stranger, because they share accommodation in Amsterdam. So between 800, 700, 800, and then up until 1,200. And then if you want to move into an apartment with an actual partner, or like me, like a best friend, or just a friend, and you are willing to, spend money to get a decent place in a decent area, that can range between, I would say, 1,000 euro per person to 1,400 per person, and then you will get decent places, because that means 2,000 euros and up. Yeah, so that's just a ballpark figure. So basically between the spectrum will be between 800 and 1,400, whether you live by yourself or share. So that's basically yeah, the apartment that you will be renting. And bear in mind, that is very small apartments, it's nothing big. If you obviously share with someone, it would be a bigger apartment, but nothing more than it will be between 80-90 square meters. That's the biggest you'll get, but you'll pay for it. Like my previous apartment was definitely more than 1,000 euros a month, and it was only like 43 square meters, if it's that, or it was 35. It was very small. It was a studio apartment, and I paid a hell of a lot of money for that, but I paid for the area, and yeah, it was also quite a modern apartment. But anyway, so that is on the rent itself, which is definitely the biggest cut out of your paycheck. And yeah, so then on water you will probably pay around 15 euros, and then for your electricity and gas you will more or less pay depending on how big your place is, bear that in mind, but generally you can say like 100 euros. So in total you will pay more or less 115 euros on water, gas and electricity. And then I must say that at the end of each year, the companies, they do these reconciliations and you always get money back, or I always got money back, and quite a lot. So it always ends up actually being less, but like for our current apartment we pay 250, but we share it, so it's like 125 euros each. So that's basically just to give you an idea. As a single person it will be like more or less 115 euros. If it's a bigger apartment, this is quite a big apartment, so it's 250 a month, which we split obviously between us two. And then what else would you have? You will have your insurance, which is a must in the Netherlands. Since you arrive, put your feet on Netherlands soil, you need to have health insurance, and that ranges from, I would say, to have proper insurance, obviously you can have the cheapest one, but to have a decent insurance, I would say between 120 euros till it can go up depending on what you add. But then just like also just an average one, it would be between 120 160 would be a good ball figure for your insurance. That's health insurance. And then yeah, it depends on what you do in your life, obviously what other orders you will be taken off your what do you call it, bank account, like if you have Netflix and all those stuff. But that's obviously not like pure living cost in Amsterdam. That is the add-on if you would like that. I would say the next thing would probably be your daily spending money on food. So one thing that I would say, and I think I will put in some examples, I will go like on Pick n Pay, which is a big grocery store in South Africa, and I will go to Albert Heijn website to get like comparisons between, I will use like I think 5 things. So you know, apples, because that will like show produce, you know, I will get between products. I'll do a few things. I'll just put it up here, or maybe put a slide here just showing you guys more or less what things will cost in South Africa and what things are in the Netherlands. And I know just based on knowledge that they are more or less the same. Like yes, you lose some here and you win some there, but on food and things you buy at the grocery store, it's kind of in the same how can I say, cost you pay. It's just the different currencies that makes it think like, you know, I pay 30 cents for, I don't know, or say 80 euros, 80 cents in euros for eggs, but you maybe pay 20 rand for eggs. So it seems off that I'm paying like only 80 cents. But yes, I will do the things and then I'll put it in, and then you can see the comparison. So I'm actually sitting here and editing the video, and I just quickly wanted to mention the comparisons that I just did. I just picked I think 5 like very popular products that we all use, and I just thought to myself, I did choose Albert Heijn to compare to Pick n Pay, which I just want you guys to be aware of. Albert Heijn is quite the most expensive grocery store in the Netherlands, or not the most expensive, but it is more expensive. Then there is Dirk, there is Coop, there is also Lidl and a few other places, which I think if I would have used those as comparison, it would have been very similar to South African pricing. But currently you can see Albert Heijn's prices. You can compare the Albert Heijn price to the price underneath the South African product, because that's the true comparison. And you will see Albert Heijn is a little bit usually like double in euro, which is technically not that much. So yeah, just to say it out there that you can basically, I think you can probably see that it would be the same, because there's cheaper grocery stores out there. So I just wanted to mention that, so bear that in mind. But I think I can make the conclusion that normal produce like meat, eggs, milk, and just normal food that you eat that's not like very exclusive food will be very similar in pricing. But and then in general, for people that are not in South Africa, I would say it's, I don't know, like just based on what I've seen traveling across Europe, and also just watching other videos on YouTube and whatever, I would say it's really not that expensive. It is expensive, but not that expensive. Like, I more or less as a person use, I would say, but I am a big foodie, so I buy a lot of like things I don't need. But I would say a normal person, if you just want to survive and eat like good food, normal food, I would say you at least need, I don't know, a minimum of 50 euros a week. You know, yes, you can live on bread and cheap things, that's fine, but yeah, if you come here and you need to save money, I would say a minimum of 50 euros per week, and that's just for food. Obviously then additional, probably, I don't know, like 20 euros for your other like cleaning goods. Like, you can buy that like at an Action or like more cheaper stores. So yes, I would say 50 euros minimum. That's literally like borderline for so that's 200 euros a month for your food, and that's not eating out, that's just going to the grocery store and making it itself at home. And yes, I'm trying to think what I am missing in, I'm trying to think what usually goes off my bank account. If there's something, I will add it in, but I think those are the big ones. And yeah, at the end, like if you have money left, obviously you can use it on traveling. Traveling in Europe is so nice. You get so like very, very good deals. So I would say generally, if you just earn like a good salary, you can have a good life and you can travel a lot. But yeah, that's more or less. I'm not going to continue to mamble. If there's specific things you want to know, please comment it down below and I'll answer it, and then at least give you more in-depth knowledge on that. But yes, that's just basically what you can expect. And just in general, eating out here is super expensive. You pay for labor, and labor in the Netherlands, yeah, the minimum wage is quite high. So if you pay for anything that has labor involved, you pay a lot. So for example, if you go out, like for example, Big Mac meal at McDonald's is almost 10 euros. And then also if you go out and eat a hamburger, have your milkshake, whatever, that's close to 20 euros. A pizza is probably 12 euros, between 10 and 12 euros, like ordering in. Eating out, it would probably also be between like 10 and 15 euros. I think like a Coke and a coffee and all those things are ranging between 3 and 6 euros. You know, so a decent meal eating out is always between 15 and 22 euros, and that's just your normal rate. Then you get obviously way expensive, and then getting takeaway, it will be between like at least like 10 euros and more. So that's expensive. And then also getting your hair a cut will generally be, for a girl, it will be between 50 and 70 euros. So that's a cut, and then like they blow your hair. For guys, it would probably be like 30 euros. It is expensive no matter how short your hair are. And then if you want to color it, like I pay quite a lot. I think I pay 170 euros just to get my roots done. That's it. It's not even including my cut. So that's a lot. I do go to expensive hair salon, so you can probably get that for cheaper, maybe like 100 euros. But anything that has labor involved, you are going to pay. So bear that in mind. And then yeah, nails, if you want to do nails, it's between like 30 and 50 euros to do like a set of acrylics, and it's a little bit less if you like redo them every month. I think it's like 40 euros then, but then putting it on is like 50 euros. What else is there that we do? Public transport, of course. Public transport, like traveling for an hour on a train will probably be more or less like 20 euros. If I think going to Rotterdam and back, that will work out, yeah, 20 euros, maybe a little bit more. In my previous video, or one of my previous videos, I did speak a little bit on the public transport, on how it works. I'm not going to get into that too much, but if you use it on a daily basis, it will add up and be more expensive. But if you use it like here and there, use your bicycle, you will save money and you will be active, and you can get places quite easy with a bike in Amsterdam. You don't need public transport. But yes, if you want to know more on that, I will comment it down below. Well, please comment it down below, and then I'll, you know, answer specific things. But yes, I'm going to end the video here. Yeah, as I said, if there's anything else, comment it down below, and then I will gladly, you know, speak on that. So yes, I hope you enjoyed this video, and then I'll see you next week in a new video. Bye bye.